Alrighty, welcome to number 2 of the Real and Raw. I realized yesterday that I kept saying it backwards, but super excited for today. It is titled Jungle Bathrooms and Goliath. Quite the topic variety, but today I kind of wanted to show you some of the gear that I've really been enjoying using. I'm gonna do a full gear video at some point because I wish as a woman that there would have been someone out there who would have filled me in on some stuff, because I've done lots of research and trial and error to figure out what is really useful, because this is the reality of a courageous woman of God on the mission field and some of this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do a full gear video at some point, but I'm waiting until we build our bamboo platform shelter so that I can actually spread my gear out, because right now it's all in this dry bag or in my hammock, so kind of hard to spread it out because there's ants everywhere. But anyways, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I use every single day that have been just so beyond helpful, and then we'll get into some of what the Lord's been showing me this morning, and then also give you a little bathroom tour of the jungle bathroom situation here. And I don't do it to just be TMI. I do it because I wish a woman would have done this for me, as I was like hungry for missions and like just seeing the real raw reality of what it's like, and honestly how a lot of people live around the world. So anyways, one of the things that I've been using a lot, well, number one, my hammock. This thing is absolutely amazing. I'll give you guys a full, better video of it later, but I disliked hammocks so much because I felt like I was sleeping in a banana. And Amazing Zadok did some research and found this lay flat ultralight hammock that has a built-in mosquito net that completely zips on or off, and it also has tons of attachments if you're doing winter camping, which not really dealing with that here. It's pretty hot. And oh yeah, sorry if I have bags under my eyes. Did not sleep super great last night because we had a crazy thunderstorm, and as you can see, we're just under a tarp. So anyways, I will do full thing on my hammock, which is just amazing. You lay flat, you can sleep on your side, because I'm not really a back sleeper. Granted, I was talking last night, this is hilarious. I am just so beyond excited to sleep on a bamboo wood little platform because I've been in a hammock so much, and I feel like when we go back and visit the US and stuff, it's gonna be so weird to sleep on a bed, because you're either sitting on the ground, sitting in a hammock kind of hunched over, or something like that, and I'm just so excited. Like a bamboo floor mat thing sounds so comfortable to me right now. Anyway, so number one thing that I'm so thankful for that's been super useful is this dry bag right here. This is made out of Dyneema. It's fully waterproof and super ultralight. So some of the gear that I have, some of it I hiked in, and some we brought in on a truckload just because we're here for 10 months. And so, yeah, but we still bought a lot of ultralight, and I think the quantity, like weight of all my stuff, I'm guessing around to 40 pounds, but that's like everything. That's like tons of GoPro batteries and batteries and things like that. And then like hygiene stuff for 10 months. So yeah, I'm gonna do a thing of like mission type hike gear pack out, and then like what I have here. So anyways, this dry bag's been amazing. IZ packs, and then these also Dyneema packing cubes, which we'll go and dig through all these once I have a place to spread stuff out. But like I do my hygiene stuff separate and like my clothing separate, and then it helps keep everything super dry and organized. Oh, it's amazing, because then I know where everything is. And then, since we're, talking about some hygiene stuff here, so no bathrooms or anything like that have toilet paper. Obviously, because you're in the middle of the jungle. And granted, we did bring some toilet paper, but it's very, very rationed. from what a normal use would be. So, favorite purchase that I use every single day. Here we go. This here is my Kula cloth. This is a P-reg. Gotta hand it for the cool design. And this is the side you actually use. This is the like clean side, waterproof side, and then this is the side you use to wipe. I just washed this one, and it's infused with silver, and you just like hang it in the sun and let it dry, and you just use it for number one, just to dab yourself, and I really, really like it. I have 2 of these, and I just wash them every couple days, and they've been amazing, and I'm not using a bunch of toilet paper and stuff, although I have just like a little zippy and use it only for number 2, and only use like a couple squares because it's got a ration. Then my other favorite purchase, it is called Venus to Mars, and I used to not be a fan of these, or I just thought it was a joke. I'm like, but with having not very much privacy for going to the bathroom most of the time, or if you're on a hike and you need to go really bad, this allows where you don't have to go find a really private spot to go do your business. It allows you to stand up and just like turn your back, and this is a little funnel, and I got this one because it's super easy to clean, because I've seen some of the like expandable ones that are like rubber, and I didn't want that because hard to clean and more room for bacteria and smell. So that you can find on Amazon, and let me tell you, one of the best purchases. And some people may be weirded out by it, and I get it because I was too, but when you're in the jungle and stuff like this, let me just say, it's worth it, because sometimes you don't really have good privacy, but you gotta go. So those are top things that I have really, really used and really, really loved. So now I want to go into, this morning, I was reading my Bible, and I felt drawn to the story of David and Goliath. And so what does this have to do with us and with you guys? And I was thinking about it, how there's so many giants and Goliaths and mountains that we think are so beyond big, but they're like an anthill compared to God. And when you know who you are in God, like David did, you literally look and you go, this is what he said, "You come to me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of heaven's armies, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. Today the Lord will conquer you." Come on. Like, what if Christians lived with that mentality of our God is so big that Goliath is honestly so beyond small to how big and vast and amazing and strong our God is. And when David knew who his God is, and most Christians don't, and challenges me to go, okay, what are those things that seem big and scary? Because like all these people, they were so terrified of Goliath, and he made himself this big, scary, even seemed physically scary, but they forgot to recognize, hello, they have God, the Lord, on their side. And it's time that we remember that, and that you remember that you got King Jesus on your side, and he's the Lord of heaven's armies. Last time I checked, heaven's armies is the best, strongest, amazing army that's ever existed. So anyways, that's what I was really thinking about, and I hope it encourages you guys of having the confidence of David and who God is for whatever it is in your life. That there is no mountain too big, there's no Goliath too big or strong or intimidating. And instead of when you feel intimidated and afraid, go, wait, my God, the God I serve is so big and mighty, and I can trust in him. Now we're gonna head over to the restroom door. All right, I made it over to the restroom, and so I'm gonna kind of show you guys what it's like over here and for a lot of people in the world. So this is all made from bamboo. This is the door, and then this goes into a pit. In order to flush, you just use water, and then we have a thing of water right here. This one's being built, and then this one is also being built here. So nice open, a few cracks in the side. So yeah, but since there is no like TP and stuff, so one of my other favorite purchases, we're kind of doing all the bathroom stuff today, which to me is like pretty important, is I got this bidet. It's called the Happy Bottom bidet, and let me tell you, this is one of the best, well, my screen went, one of the best purchases that I made. So it's for when you go number 2, and this thing is amazing. And then I try to use only a couple squares of toilet paper so that my toilet paper lasts a really long time. And I mean, most people over here don't even use any toilet paper, but haven't quite gotten to that stage yet. But yeah, and then this is a door that you close. Got the nice, amazing jungle behind me. As you can see, very green and beautiful. Zadok and I mostly built this toilet. We just have to pipe it to go into this hole. So that's why it hasn't been done yet. It's a little more time consuming. But yeah, no plumbing here. Everything goes to a pit and then you haul the water over here to flush your toilet. But honestly, this, in my opinion, is quite luxurious compared to some. Smells a lot better than some, more hygienic than a lot. And some places that I did in Central America and some places over here in Southeast Asia. But anyways, not to be TMI or anything, but I think it's really good. I wish I could have seen videos like this from real courageous women on the mission field and what life is like, because I feel like there's all these like YouTubers and things, which I'm not really into that. I'm just doing this because I feel like God told me to do it. Literally every day I'm like, oh, this videoing's so awkward and stuff like that, but I know God's called me to do it, and so that's why I'm doing it. And I love all of you guys, and keep us in your prayers. And I'd love to hear your feedback on the real and raw of Courageous Woman. And yeah, if you guys have questions or things you guys are curious about, I would totally love to fill you in. Some of it I don't even think about. The only reason I knew to show this is because I've had people ask. So anyways, also to recap on what I was talking about scripturally, is that there's no giant too big for how big our God is. Literally all the giants that seem so big are like ants compared to how incredible and big and powerful our amazing God is. Also quickly, yesterday was awesome. Like, got some total breakthrough and on some things, and yeah, just really excited for what God is doing. And what was super exciting yesterday is we don't really get to eat a lot of meat, so we eat like big portions of rice for every meal, maybe some like yellow beans or squash or something, or tomatoes. And yesterday a villager found us and said they butchered a cow and asked if we'd want to buy some meat. So we bought for 30 USD. We got enough beef for 30 people here, and it was so worth it. I was wanting some meat, and so we got some of it for dinner last night and some of it for breakfast this morning, and that was like a highlight. The thing for me that has been, I thought would be more difficult, was the food, which the first week was kind of like, it was kind of rough. I felt like really queasy on the stomach, and eating that amount of rice was kind of difficult. But there's definitely things I'm like, oh, cheese would be so good, and just like fresh fruits and vegetables and many things. But on visa runs is when we're gonna load up on some of that stuff. But yeah, just a funny side note from the mission field over here. One thing I was like, people don't realize how convenient and nice and luxurious they have it to just have a fridge, and if they want a snack, they can go get a snack. If they feel like this, they can go get it. And definitely feel so thankful and so blessed but also you don't realize that you don't need a lot of the things you think you need. And like even with health and food, like these people here are fitter and stronger than most people in the US due to the lifestyle. And they aren't getting to have that perfect diet that everyone's trying to have in America. And so, yeah. Anyways, a little bit of a side note, but yeah, serving God. One of the questions that we asked the students this morning, we're going through a video series, was what makes you happy? And for me, my answer was doing what God's called me to do. You feel the most happiness and the most joy when you're doing exactly what God called you to do, even when it's difficult. It's guaranteed to be difficult, but you truly feel the most satisfied and happy when you're doing what you know God called you to do. But anyways, I feel like I'm ranting more this morning, but just stuff that keeps coming to my mind, and I'll see you all tomorrow.